The Sunhammer proved to be the implement of the Trow's destruction. After months of systematic annihilation, a score of Trow cities had been turned into lakes of molten iron. Connacht and his remaining forces had made their way to the edge of Rhiannon, the Trow's most ancient city and the center of all Trow civilization. Arrayed upon a hill overlooking the colossal structures, Connacht held aloft the Sunhammer and activated its power. A column of light shot from the heavens, but when it dissipated, the Iron Temple stood unscathed. Mordred quickly approached Connacht, explaining that somehow Rhiannon was shielded from their attacks. Connacht looked out over the vast Trow city. His eyes came to rest on the great temple of Rhiannon. Taller than any mountain, it towered over the rest of the temples. In a flash of memory that was not his, Connacht remembered what the temple contained: the Heartstone of Nyx. The brilliant rays from the Sunhammer had alerted the Trow to the army's presence. A multitude of Trow gathered along the edge of their city, making ready to charge the Cathbruig army. Connacht selected the most proficient veterans in his force and told them of his plan. As he did so, Mordred prepared for a massive spell. As the group of heroes made their way toward the great temple, the Trow legion spilled out of the city to smash the humans that had dared to threaten them. Mordred spread his arms and held aloft his dreaming staff. As he did, a wind rushed over the hilltops and roared into the city. Those Trow in the path of the gale froze mid-stride, held in place by the powerful magics. A wall of quivering statues now stood along the outskirts of the city. Mordred, in ultimate concentration, prayed that he could hold the spell long enough for the group to reach the Heartstone of Nyx and destroy it.
Okay, this level blows. This is the worst level in the game. And this came as a surprise to me. I remember when I played this game before the LP, I played through the game once, and I remember this level as being extremely difficult, and I was very worried that I wouldn't be able to beat this mission without save state abuse, or saving abuse. So imagine my surprise when I get to this point and I start practicing the mission and I discover that it sucks. So you remember how the intro said that Midjarn froze all the Trow somehow? Yeah, you don't see that, although the hints mention it. It says, oh, we have a time limit. Get your dwarves to the Heartstone and blow it up before the Trow unfreeze. Well, that doesn't even come into place. There's no time limit here. So, come on, guys. There's something that's there. No, not the Trow priest. I'll talk about that in a sec. I'm waiting for this guy. Regular Trow in this level, for some reason, are no longer frozen in place by explosions. So the only way you can kill them is either what I'm doing now, or just mob it with melee. And you're going to take a lot of damage doing that. But now the Trow priests. Let's go find that guy. There he is. You might wonder what priests are doing here now that there's no more ogre. They still have their mana bar, and their new ability, it's not... well, that's the new ability. They stomp the ground and freeze you in place for a second. I was at the extreme edge of the range of it, so I was able to escape in time. It's kind of annoying when you're trying to mob it with your melee, and it freezes you, because it causes more casualties than you need to have. So while I'm running around these Trow, just having a conversation, the rest of my units, they're sneaking by. I'm just going to keep running around. Zerks are faster than Trow priests, so I can keep this up all day. Now let's get this Trow priest following me too. Yeah, here's what I'm looking for. A regular Trow. We're going way over here. As much as we can. Well, he's dead, but he's done his job. He's lured the Trow far enough away that these guys can now go to where those Trow were patrolling without any worries. Trow AI in this mission seems to be patrol around your area until you see an enemy and then attack. That AI has it terminates. Those Trow that just killed that one berserk, they're standing there. I could literally run circles around them and they won't come and attack me because right now they don't see any enemy units, so they're at the end of their AI code or something. Okay, same sort of deal here. 2 more Trow. I'm going to lead them far away. This up here is the top right of the map.
Casualty.
We started in the lower left, so going to the top right seems to make sense. I mean, there's some cool things in this level, like these giant Trow Iron Warrior statues, but whatever. There's Trow frozen in place, admiring their kill, not noticing that I have approached their most holy relic in the universe. One fireball, and the Heartstone of Nyx is destroyed. A bunch of Trow spawn in literally out of nowhere, but it doesn't matter. This terribleness is over with. I'm sorry to have to put you through this.
With the destruction of the Heartstone, the Sunhammer engulfed Rhiannon in columns of searing light. Those Trow that did not die outright were drowned within the lake of molten iron.
Truly awful. Join me next time for the last 4 missions of the game as we begin Act 5, The Leveler.